Welcome to the One Pager with Dave Carver, where we take complicated topics and reduce them to what actually matters. No shouting, no politics, just clarity. Cannabis has undergone one of the most successful rebrandings of our time. What was once considered dangerous is now marketed as natural, harmless, and even therapeutic. In many conversations, the assumption isn't just that cannabis is safe, it's that questioning its safety is outdated. But normalization is not the same thing as wisdom. One of the details often left out in the cannabis conversation is potency. Today's cannabis bears little resemblance to what existed a generation ago. THC levels are dramatically higher, especially in concentrates, oils, and edibles. And as with anything that alters the brain, risk follows the dose. Cannabis affects memory, attention, reaction time, and judgment. For some people, the impact is subtle. For others, it interferes with learning, work, and relationships. The risks are especially pronounced for adolescents and young adults whose brains continue developing into their mid-20s. Regular use during that window is often associated with impaired executive function and emotional regulation. Mental health is another uncomfortable corner of the conversation. Cannabis can worsen anxiety, trigger panic attacks, and in vulnerable individuals bring psychosis to the surface. This doesn't mean that cannabis causes schizophrenia. However, it can accelerate or intensify underlying conditions. Ignoring that reality doesn't make it disappear. Then there's a dependence. Roughly 1 in 3 regular users develops cannabis use disorder. It doesn't always look dramatic, but often it looks like drift, reduced motivation, dulled urgency, and a quiet trait of ambition for comfort. The most significant cost of cannabis use is rarely crisis. It's trajectory. So the real question isn't whether cannabis is legal or popular. It's whether it sharpens clarity or erodes it. Whether it helps us engage reality or slowly teaches us to avoid it. Wisdom doesn't begin with permission. It begins with discernment. That's the One Pager. Thanks for joining me.